Imagine walking into a room where someone you barely know throws a casual slur your way, day after day, like it's no big deal. It stings, right? That burning in your chest, the knot in your stomach, wondering if you should speak up or just let it slide. But what if, instead of confronting them head-on, you plotted something so sneaky, so perfectly petty, that they'd suffer in silence for weeks? That's exactly what happened to one woman in trade school, facing off against a classmate who thought calling her a dyke was hilarious. Stick around, because this revenge isn't just clever, it's the kind that leaves a lingering, well, let's just say, a very fishy aftermath. Hey everyone, if you've ever been on the receiving end of someone's thoughtless cruelty, maybe a coworker who belittles you, a friend who crosses the line, or just that one person who makes you feel small, and you've fantasized about getting even in a way that hits them where it hurts without them even knowing it was you, then this story is for you. It's all about reclaiming your power, one stealthy move at a time. If that fires you up, go ahead and smash that like button right now, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss these tales of sweet, satisfying justice. Let's dive in. Let me take you back a few years to a bustling trade school workshop, where the air hummed with the whir of tools and the sharp scent of metal and oil. Our protagonist, let's call her Alex for this story, was just trying to focus on her craft, learning the ropes of welding or carpentry, whatever it was that brought her there. She was quiet, determined, the kind of person who kept her head down and let her work do the talking. But then there was Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Picture her, loud, brash, with that fake confidence swagger, always surrounded by a clique of giggling friends. She had this habit of tossing out insults like confetti, thinking it made her the life of the party. It started innocently enough, or at least that's how Sarah probably saw it. Alex would be bent over her workbench, sparks flying from her torch, and Sarah would saunter by with a smirk. "Hey, Dyke, watch those flames. You might set your flannel on fire," she'd say, laughing like she'd just cracked the world's funniest joke. The word hit Alex like a slap, every time. Her cheeks would flush, her grip tightening on her tools until her knuckles turned white. Inside, her mind raced. Why me? What did I ever do to her? Is it because I'm not into guys, or just because she thinks it's edgy? But outwardly, Alex said nothing. She swallowed it down, that bitter taste of humiliation, telling herself it wasn't worth the drama. After all, trade school was temporary, she just needed to graduate and move on. But Sarah didn't stop. Day after day, it escalated. In the break room, over lukewarm coffee, Sarah would lean in with her friends and whisper just loud enough for Alex to hear, "Look at the dyke over there, pretending she's one of the guys." The laughter echoed in Alex's ears long after class ended. Her stomach would churn, a mix of anger and that helpless feeling of being singled out for something she couldn't, and wouldn't, change. "I'm not ashamed of who I am," she'd think, staring at her reflection in the bathroom mirror, "but why does she get to make me feel like this?" It was the casualness that infuriated her most, the way Sarah acted like it was all in good fun, like Alex was overreacting if she ever dared to frown. Friends noticed, but no one stepped in. "Just ignore her," they'd say. Easy for them. Alex tried. She really did. She'd clench her jaw, force a neutral expression, and bury herself in her projects. But each slur chipped away at her, building a quiet rage. The disrespect gnawed at her during long nights alone in her apartment, replaying the moments in her head. Powerless, that's how it felt. Like Sarah held all the cards, and Alex was just supposed to take it. We've all been there, haven't we? That one person who underestimates you, who thinks they can walk all over you because you don't fight back. It's that craving for justice that simmers beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to boil over. Then came the turning point. Word spread about a house party at Sarah's place, a casual invite thrown around the school like it was no big deal. Alex wasn't planning to go. Why subject herself to more of Sarah's humor? But something shifted that week. Maybe it was one too many jabs, or perhaps the way Sarah high-fived her boyfriend after another hilarious comment. Alex's resolve cracked. Enough, she thought, her heart pounding as she stared at the party flyer. If she's going to make my life smell like garbage, maybe I should return the favor. Literally. The plan formed in fragments, pieced together during quiet moments. Alex wasn't the vengeful type, not really, but this felt justified. Sarah's casual cruelty had earned her a taste of her own medicine. Alex imagined the confusion, the frustration Sarah would feel, and it brought a small, secret smile to her face. She decided to attend the party after all, slipping in unnoticed amid the crowd of classmates, music thumping through the house. The place was typical: cluttered living room, kitchen overflowing with cheap beer and snacks. Sarah was in her element, laughing too loud, her boyfriend draped over her like a trophy. Alex mingled just enough to blend in, her pulse racing with a mix of nerves and excitement. What if I get caught? Her mind whispered. What if this backfires? But the memory of those slurs pushed her forward. She scanned the house, eyes landing on a forgotten can of tuna in the pantry, probably for some half-hearted salad no one touched. Inspiration struck like a lightning bolt. Tuna. The ultimate stink bomb, cheap and innocent-looking. Her hands trembled slightly as she pocketed it, the cool metal pressing against her palm. This is it, she thought. Time to make her pay. She waited for the right moment, slipping away from the crowd when no one was looking. First, the spare bedroom, empty, with dusty curtains hanging limp. Alex's breath came in short bursts as she climbed onto a chair, her fingers prying apart the curtain rod. The metal clicked open, and she stuffed chunks of tuna inside, the oily fish squelching under her touch. The smell hit her immediately, pungent, fishy, the kind that clings to everything. She sealed it back up, heart hammering. No one will think to check here, she assured herself, wiping her hands on her jeans. Next, the laundry room, dark and forgotten, piles of clothes on the floor. Same routine, up on her toes, rod apart, tuna in. As she was mid-stuff, the door creaked open. Alex froze, her blood turning to ice. A guy, Nick, she recognized him from class, stood there, eyes widening. Time stretched. This is over, she thought, panic rising. But Nick just grinned, a knowing sparkle in his eye. Carry on, he said softly, backing out without another word. Relief flooded her, mixed with a rush of adrenaline. An ally? Or just someone who gets it? Either way, he kept her secret. She finished quickly, rejoining the party with a straight face, the scent of tuna faint on her skin but masked by the haze of smoke and spills. No one suspected a thing. As the night wound down, Alex left with a quiet satisfaction blooming in her chest. The setup was done. Now, the waiting game. Weeks ticked by, and the payoff unfolded like a slow-burn thriller. In class, Alex kept her ears open, pretending disinterest as Sarah chatted with her friends. At first, it was subtle, a wrinkled nose here, a complaint about something off in the house. But soon it escalated. God, my place reeks, Sarah grumbled one day, her usual smirk replaced by frustration. We can't figure it out. Checked the fridge, the trash, even under the sinks. Nothing. Alex's heart soared, though she kept her expression neutral. Inside, she was cheering. Yes, it's working. Sarah's boyfriend joined the complaints, the two of them tearing the house apart in vain. It's like a dead fish crawled somewhere and died, Sarah vented, her voice laced with exasperation. The smell permeated everything. Their clothes, their furniture, even their sleep. Sarah's laughter turned to snappy retorts, her confidence cracking under the invisible assault. She snapped at friends, argued with her boyfriend, her perfect little world unraveling from an unseen thread. The best part? Sarah never connected the dots. No accusations, no confrontations, just pure, bewildered suffering. Alex overheard it all, each snippet a sweet validation. This is for every time you made me feel small, she thought, a triumphant glow warming her from within. The tension she'd carried for months melted away, replaced by relief and a quiet power. It wasn't violent, wasn't direct, but it was justice, petty, perfect, and profoundly satisfying. And Nick. He never said a word, just shot her a wink in passing, a silent nod to their shared secret. Stories like this remind us that karma doesn't always come with a thunderclap. Sometimes it's a whisper, or in this case, a lingering stench. It's about standing up for yourself in ways that feel right, reclaiming that sense of fairness when the world tips against you. Alex didn't change Sarah, but she found her own closure, proving that even the smallest act can tip the scales. What do you think? Does revenge like this cross a line, or is it exactly what's needed sometimes? Food for thought. If this tale of tuna-fueled triumph gave you that satisfying chill down your spine, hit that like button hard and drop a comment below. What's the pettiest revenge you've ever pulled off or witnessed? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of epic comeuppance, and turn on the bell so you're first in line. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.